Welcome to another Demarcation Media discussion video. I don't know about you guys, but I am really fed up with Mega. I am fed up with their shenanigans. I'm fed up with all the dumb choices that they're making, and I am really fed up feeling like this whole community has just been kicked to the curb and treated like garbage. So, last year I did a State of Mega 2023, and it is now time for the State of Mega 2024. Wow! Gonna be totally honest here, things feel like it's a lot worse. So I've got myself some notes here to try and keep things concise, and we're gonna just go through, and I want this to be a discussion, so I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. But before you hit the little comment button, I want you to stop and I want you to think about the comment that you're leaving. We don't want just rage, okay? I don't want just rage in the comments. That's not going to help us as a community. It's not going to make Mega listen to you anymore if you just rage, really. It's just not going to work. And I've noticed more and more this community is kind of turning bitter and turning in on itself. And all the anger that we have and frustration that we have about Mega and their dumb choices is being turned inward, and it's becoming a bit of a toxic place. It's not there yet, but I'm seeing that slowly happen, and let's not let that happen, okay? We need this community if we want the Halo Mega line to have any hope at all. So, part one, we have some problems, and I've got my notes here that we are going to reference. So, like last time, communication is a massive problem. We have like zero communication. They keep over-promising things. Fall reveal. They promised that we were going to have a fall reveal for months. Oh, it's coming, it's nearly ready. We got nothing. We never got any reveal. The Arctic Burn Wasp just released out into the void. The Halo 2 set got a reveal on a weird, I think it was a UK site or something. And then it just popped up on Amazon. And then the two base sets from that line just disappeared. We have no idea what happened to it. They haven't told us if they're canceled. They haven't told us if they were delayed due to Halo Studios 343, leadership changing, nothing. We don't know anything. And they have been extremely inconsistent. We don't know when sets are going to be made. We don't really know when waves come anymore. It was like spring wave, fall wave, summer wave kind of thing. That doesn't happen anymore. Sets just appear. They don't reveal them. It's just, there's no consistency. Which brings me to my next point, which is they have made a lot of weird choices. They've made some very weird collabs, like the Fender set and the Beetle set. Who the heck asked for the Beetle set and now a Squid Game set? Like, what the heck? It's almost like they're avoiding like having true lines. So the Halo line is the one line aside from Pokemon that's really been consistent, right? Halo's been around for a long time. The Halo line's been around for a long time. And this community has been around for a long time. Mega keeps venturing places like Borderlands, Aliens, The Witcher, and they'll just like make one set or two sets. Now that might be all their license allows, but especially with The Witcher, there's lots of possibilities there. And they just kind of overpriced, undermarketed, and then just forgot about that set. And then they just randomly revealed it again on their social medias, which is the one place where we get a tiny bit of communication, but it's mostly these cold, distant reveals for sets we all already knew were coming, probably already have, or can't get at all. So it's just kind of pointless. And they're usually really freaking late. Like the Witcher set. That set had been out for over a year before they made that post. Now, somebody else did say that they had revealed it in another post. I never saw that, so maybe they were just reminding people that it existed. I don't know. But I think that was really stupid. And then with like the Beatles, like again, undermarketed, overpriced. Who the heck wanted it? It showed up in random Walmarts over the US. I don't think it was outside the US. It went on sale almost instantly, and it cost $80 freaking for 4 Beatles and a little stage. That is obscene. And then now we're getting Squid Games. Why? So that, I think that covers mostly my problems with the content lately. It's just we don't have anything to look for look forward to as a community. We don't have that, oh, it's getting to be fall, we know to keep our eyes out for the fall reveal or the spring reveal. We don't have anything to look forward to. And that's the problem with these random one-off collaborations is, what do we look forward to? We don't know what collaboration is going to happen next. We don't know if it's going to be something kind of like the Fender, or like, oh, that's kind of interesting, like The Witcher, or like, wow, like Fallout. We just don't know. So there's nothing for us to look forward to, and as a community, that really just dampens the morale as a whole if we have nothing to look forward to. Part 3. Leaks, FOMO, lack of availability outside the US, spotty retailers, and I freaking hate getting leaks. So I have right here, this is the Dragonborn from Skyrim. That's pretty cool. We have a Skyrim figure. He looks pretty good too. I have no freaking clue what set he's coming in. Now, I get this often, or I guess not that often, but I'll have people commenting on videos being like, well, why are you complaining? You know, you get all the stuff early, or you just get the stuff, whatever, whether it's unreleased, early, blah, blah, blah. Here's the deal. I really don't like getting this stuff early, and I don't like getting this stuff leaked. I don't mind getting stuff early if I know there's going to be a release, because I don't love having figures that I don't know if they're going to release or not. What I really like, what really makes me happy, is getting a set a little bit early, reviewing it so you guys can see it and get excited about it too, make the choice whether or not you want to get it, and then when you get it, I get to see everybody taking photos with it, building it, doing other reviews, doing stop motions with it. That makes me really happy. I don't like getting figures in the mail and going, I don't know if this is ever going to release. It's really cool. Other people are going to think it's really cool, but I might be one of the few people to ever get it. That makes me actually really sad, and I don't like that. And like, Amazon is the most solid retailer we've had. You know, the Arctic Burn Wasp and the Halo 2 pack released on there. The Fall Wave. But outside the US, not even Amazon is consistent. We have a few stores in the US that sell them, but that's not consistent. Canada has Toys R Us. But the most of it is Pokemon, and it's not good. And right now, leaks are like the only way for me to actually get stuff to show you guys. And if Mega has a problem with that, you know, they haven't talked to me in years, so if they have a problem with it, they can contact me and we'll talk. But that's kind of beside the point. That's kind of why I'm really frustrated. Is I've collaborated with Mega once, and that was with the Pelican back in 2020. Other companies, Blockies, Funhole, even the company, oh, it's on the other side, that made the tank back there, they all, you know, they email me, I'll talk to them, we'll arrange, you know, what I'm going to do for them, that sort of thing. With Mega, nothing. And I see Mattel send product to like back when the Master Chief Collection set was coming out, they sent product to this random YouTube channel that was really small, and the dude did not even know how to say Master Chief. He spent the entire review calling him Master Chef, and that's who Mattel picked to review that set. That made me so mad. But I really love this figure system. I really love Mega's system, and that is why I do this, even though they have stopped paying attention to me for a long time. I don't think they watch my videos anymore. They used to, but I don't think they do. I don't even know how much they pay attention to Simon's content anymore. But that brings me to my last point. And this has been a lot of frustrated kind of ranting, but Mega's identity is being lost. Mega's losing their identity. They are really out of touch with their own fan base. The Halo line, you know, if the Beatles set had been replaced with something Halo about that size, it would have sold out instantly. Even the Pokemon fans, I don't hear many of you Pokemon fans, but I have heard some people saying that they're frustrated with Mega's Pokemon stuff because they just keep re-releasing the same Pikachu and same like basic Pokemons over and over again and not doing anything different. And I think that Mega, without their figure system, they are no different than any other building block. These figures are what makes Mega unique, what makes it stand out from everybody else. If I just wanted some building blocks, I would get some more of the fun hole sets because those are good. And the figures are garbage, but the sets themselves are great. The figures, this is what sold me because they have something that nobody else does. This is what convinced me to stop being a Lego purist, was because I wanted a specific thing. I wanted action figures, and at the time I really wanted Halo action figures. But the big ones were expensive, the smaller ones didn't pose well, and they weren't quite small enough. And then the Lego didn't pose well enough for me at all. Enter Mega, tiny little action figures, they're perfect. I can carry like 6 or 8 of these just in a little box out to take photos. They're so perfect, and it's what makes them stand out. And they are underutilizing it severely. The Halo line, yes, gets figures. Pokemon, why doesn't Pokemon have figures? We could have Pokemon trainer figures to go along with Pokemon's. Why is Mega not doing that? I don't know. The Fender, no figures at all. The Squid Game set, it says it has 40 workers, but 40 of these little figures in one set is a lot. So I'm assuming they're going to be micro figures or something, which again, underutilizing it. They just seem to be leaning towards those bigger display sets that don't use the figures, and I find that very sad. There's a reason why we love Mega. There's a reason why we love these little tiny action figures, and there's a reason why we love Halo too. You know, having Halo, you know, I really would like Halo to stay as a consistent part of Mega, because I think the Halo aesthetic fits with Mega perfectly, or vice versa. I'm all for things like Fallout. I'm all for things like the G.I. Joe leaks. I'm all for things like Skyrim. But if they're not using this figure system, there is not much keeping me with the brand, to be completely honest. So I'm open to them expanding. I want them to pay attention to their community. I don't want them to do what a lot of other big companies are doing and appeal to the wider audience that doesn't exist, when we're right here and we're saying we will give you money, just let us buy some sets, okay? So, to end off, I want to hear your thoughts, and I'm going to go, I don't know how you want to say it, full Christian on you for a second, and hopefully you don't find that offensive. If you find that offensive, I'm not really going to apologize. We all have a bit of a collection, right? We're all here because we at least have one Mega figure. And Mega might be really disappointing us right now. They're really frustrating us. But we do have this community, and we have a lot that we can create with what we've got here. So I'm not saying don't be frustrated, okay? It's totally valid to be frustrated with how dumb Mega is being. But we can also stop and be grateful for what we do have and use what we do have. Because if we are being grateful for what we do have, then we won't spend our lives being ruined by being angry and bitter at a company that's not giving us more stuff, if that makes sense. Hopefully all this is actually making sense, and it's not just rambling and ranting. But yeah, I've been really frustrated, but also looking at the things that we have gotten, I am really thankful to have these things, particularly the Halo 2 pack. That's been a real standout. This little ODST is one of my favorite of Mega's most recent figures, and I am glad that a lot of people have been able to get this pack. So I think stopping and being grateful for what we can get, what we do have, is important. And again, I'm not saying don't be angry. I'm not saying don't push for Mega to listen, even though I don't think they are listening, because I mean, the Falcon Suite petition got over 1,000 signatures and they still haven't really paid attention to it. But I'm saying let's appreciate what we do have. Let's be thankful for what we do have, while also trying to push for change. The community matters. So I want to hear down in the comments, why are you most frustrated? What, I guess, is most concerning to you? And also, what does this community mean to you? If you could make the community look like whatever you would want it to look like, what would you make it look like? So, let's try to keep our anger not being turned in at each other, because if we do that, we're really just sunk, okay? So, Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.